Hi, Coach Bill Shea, commit to compete. You know, it's a fact, 70% of kids quit organized sports by the age of 13. And the number one reason cited for that in the survey is it's no longer fun. So in this video, we're going to talk about the definition of fun. You know, the definition that most people have of fun, and the definition of fun that applies to competitive athletics, because there's a big difference, okay? So everyone has a different definition of fun, right? Someone might have fun doing something that I don't enjoy, right? So someone might, jumping out of an airplane might be fun for somebody. That's not fun for me. I'm not jumping out of an airplane, okay? So competitive athletics might not be fun for everybody, okay? Fun in a rec league is, hey, everybody shows up, everybody plays, we try to win, but if we don't win, hey, what's the big deal, right? There's no practices and there's no real pressure. It's fun. I'm playing with my friends, it's fun, win or lose. That's one definition of fun. But when you get to be 13, 14 years old, now all of a sudden your position on a team is not guaranteed. And things get more competitive, and there's more demand, there's more time, and when you go up levels, everything gets tougher, harder. And then all of a sudden, it's not fun. Well, at that point, it's real important that kids understand that they have to change their definition of fun, okay? Fun when you're a competitive athlete is you practice with a group of people, you work to be your best, and you go out and you play against somebody else who's doing the same thing, and you try to beat them. And when you beat them, that's fun. And when you don't beat them, well, that's not as much fun. Okay, so the definition isn't the same, right? It's fun to compete. Now, it's not necessarily all about winning and losing. I mean, I've gone out and played in a game where we were like 25-point underdogs in front of a packed house, and went out there and made a game of it and got beat. And it was fun playing the game, even though we lost, because we were like, hey man, we represented ourselves well. You know, it's about the competition. It's about preparing the best you can, giving your best effort, and trying to knock somebody off. And when you can do that consistently, and you realize that, hey, we're a good team, we're a consistent winning team, that's the most fun you can possibly have. So what we need to do as parents and coaches and as players need to understand that hey, high school coaches, let's talk high school here. I was a high school coach for 30 years, okay? And I remember about 15, 20 years ago, we had a team that we thought we were going to be pretty good, and we were struggling. We were under 500, and, you know, it was kind of miserable, right? Because it's winning or it's misery, right? So I'm coming to practice every day. Yeah, let's go. Let's get this done. And we had one guy that was kind of a, bad body language type guy, whiner type guy. And then one day he just whined, and I just lost my mind. And I said, what is your problem? Because this isn't fun. And that's when I went off on the definition of fun. I'm like, what is it, fun? What, we want to come here and clown around and joke around and then go out and lose? Is that fun? Or do you want to work our ass off, fix our problems, go out there and beat somebody? That's my definition of fun. That's our problem, brother. Our definitions of fun are different. You gotta come to me. I'm not going that way. If you wanna do that, go play intramurals. That's your choice. So when you're playing competitive athletics, there is expectation of performance. There is expectation of commitment. There's expectation of sacrifice. All these things apply. And that's why only the strong survive. That's why ownership's important. Because when kids get to this point and they gotta push through, they better own their experience, because if they don't, they're like, I don't wanna do all that. I don't wanna do all that stuff. I don't wanna practice 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. I don't wanna do off-season conditioning. I don't wanna do that. And then they go, right? So it's not really fun. It's that the expectations change. The expectations when you're 13, 14 go up. So you're either, as a player, you either got to meet and exceed those expectations, or I guess you got to move on. okay? Because when you get to competitive athletics, you get to high school, it gets more competitive. I've seen kids that have come to Bishop Connolly High School and just, as a freshman, nothing. And then by the time they're juniors, they're all-star players. And I've seen guys come in looking like they're gonna be something, and then by the time they're juniors, they don't even play anymore. Okay? So wherever you are in your journey, all right, as soon as you make that decision that, you wanna be the best you can be, then everything changes. Okay? And you gotta understand that a coach, right? A coach is looking at you, and he's looking at you and he's asking himself one question: can this kid help me win? And your job is to get your skill level, get your commitment level, get the attention of the coach, and let him realize that, yes, this is a kid that could help me win. That's what's fun, to be depended on. Okay? I've been on teams where I was bench guy. When I was a freshman, I averaged 2 points a game. I was on a bench. No one depended on me. I played three or four minutes a half. I was terrible. Okay? I realized that when I worked my ass off. When I was a sophomore, I started on the varsity. Okay? When I was a junior, I was an all-star player. When I was a senior, I was all-time leading scorer. Okay, so it was a process, okay? But I realized that, sitting on a bench, that's not fun. Not being good, that's not fun. You know what's fun? Being good. That's what's fun. Commit to compete. See you in the next video.